Australian Bands of Mixed Netball Championships Grand Final Day. And coming to you from the show court here at Nissan Arena, it is the Mixed Open Division. My name's Matthew Blomley. Alongside me is Tracy Jeans-Fraser, the coach of the Queensland Open side, and not long ago announced the coach of the Australian Mixed side. Trace, what are you expecting from this match?
Matt, I'm thinking that this is going to be a highly contested game. Really interesting to note that Victoria came through in fourth through the rounds, but with New South Wales coming in second. So I'd like to look at the volume of shots that are going to be being put up today. Victoria realistically needs to probably put a little bit more ball up to be a true contester.
And what a contest this should be. We're going to throw to a quick set of ads because we wouldn't be here without our sponsors, and we'll be back.
So when I was growing up, obviously loved footy. All my brothers played footy. I've got 5 brothers. They all played sport growing up, and we had a little club called Kelmsford Junior Football Club. Played down there all through my juniors. I got my sense of belonging, I guess, and made my friendships. I just love those memories of playing there. Got me where I am today, so it's good to look back on that. Yeah, obviously the Fair Play Vouchers is a great initiative. It allows any kids to play sport, gives the opportunity for them to go down to their local club, get that sense of belonging. Obviously there's a lot of kids in different circumstances out there in the community, so this gives the opportunity for any kid to go out and play, which is fantastic.
And welcome back. It is almost anthem time here. Both teams have been announced onto the court. We'll give you that lineup to start with whilst they're still working out technology out on court. For New South Wales, Patrick Pillier in goal shooter. Goal attack, Sarah Caulfield. Wing attack is Savannah and Giolowski. And apologise for messing that up, I'm sure. Centre, Mitch McBurney. Wing defence, Jordan O'Brien. Goal defence, Emily Nesbitt. And goalkeeper, Ben Hamer. On the bench, they've got Jordan Bedingfield, Christina Bryce, Jacob Garland, Sean Gray and Ethan James, as well as Lavana Wayne Boyle, coached by Jenny Barsby, assistant coach Kelly Douglas, manager Justine Heath. For Victoria, goal shooter Jack Carpenter, goal attack Stacey Gardner, wing attack Shannon Blackman, centre Sam Milne, wing defence Jamie Clark, goal defence India Ford, goalkeeper Dana Button. On the bench, Jessica Black, Sam Duggan, Brooke McCarthy. We've also got Jared Pentony, Ashley Smith and Daniel Stone. They're coached by David O'Hare, assistant coach Guy McLeish, manager Narelle Costello, and our umpires for this match, Joel Owen, Betty Zal, and reserve is Carly Bryan as we just finish off the national anthem. And we can hear the cheers starting from the crowd. It is the Mixed Open action here from the show court at Nissan Arena. We've already spoken about what an impact some of these players have had since coming in. Patrick Pillier was not here at the start of the tournament, missed the first couple of days. What a target he is for this New South Wales side. Obviously won many a championship with the New South Wales Open men's team and provides such a target here for these boys and girls in the sky blue. And we've just seen lovely little moment there where the centre pass been run on. Hopefully someone give me some information on who that was. But I imagine it's one of the boys from the local association. What an opportunity for them with New South Wales' first centre pass.
Cornfield came out of the line really well then, Matt, and really exciting. They're looking in to see if they can get to Patrick. Buttons up and confusing that space really well.
An early miss from him. as well, which is an opportunity that you want to try and take as the Victorians, but New South Wales first centre pass.
We had sorry, Matt. We had a bit of a screen there happening out on the court, and we are looking at a little bit of a box.
Shannon Blackman doing a lot of work out front. Quick, sharp change of direction. Jordan O'Brien keeping a lot of pressure there. Big hands. It's Mitch McBurney with the obstruction call.
Confusing the space in there is Ben Hamer with Nesbitt. So this defensive line from New South Wales doing a really strong job on the Victorians.
And Ben Hamer has been in this New South Wales mixed open side for a number of years now. Been part of championship sides himself. But Victoria, they're wanting to try and get a stop there with the goal, and it is a beautiful start there, Jack Carpenter. 1 goal apiece. It's only a minute and a half in this first quarter action, but you can hear a lot of noise from the couple of courts we've got running. Of course, we've got the reserve mixed division running at the same time. Tasmania and Queensland, they're on our other feed. As the ball launches into Patrick Pillier.
I think Victoria's got their work cut out at that back line. Really need to make sure that they're working hard around the transverse line. Ball's down now with Victoria at the front. And we've got a nice a call on O'Brien.
And of course, our voices will be getting a little bit shot. It's the end of a long week here when you're being coaching or involved with the sides. So Trace's voice is doing the best it can, and so is mine. So if it drops out, we will do our best for you. But New South Wales having a great, patient start here. Long ball, tough ball. Patrick Pillier, those huge feet just stepping over the line. Terrific pressure there from Dana Button.
Yeah.
But now you've got the huge body and hands and defence, Trace.
Yep, no, they're looking good. Oh, Blackman's come through nice and strong on that. Again, O'Brien's been called for the contact. A bit of patience down here by the Vics, being really nice to get that, to get the lead. Oh.
Almost looked like it was going too far, that one, but fell beautifully into the stumbling Carpenter. That's the first turnover of the match. Victoria wanting to consolidate here. 3 goals to 2. Expect a lot of pressure from the Sky Blue.
They're really trying to shut that entrance into that circle, but again, great ball by Blackman.
And pulled down. Stacey Gardner, so smart. On short, possibly a little bit of arm, not seen. Blackman trying to move the defence with her arms. Penalty on Hamer has been called. Oh, edges in, 3 in a row. That's a nice little break to the Victorians. New South Wales, though, will want to go straight to post and score here.
And they're being pushed wide here. Really good job by Ford on Cornfield. Pillier is sitting up high, looking for that ball.
And he knows how to hold that space. He's come up against so many strong defenders in his time. And obviously, a big unit. His calves are bigger than most people's torsos.
They're being very patient down this front line, but I'll tell you what, New South Wales are giving it a good red hot crack at keeping them high and wide. And they're really caught in the channels right at the moment.
And that's a little punch through needed. A little bit of pace there from Milne. Gives it over the top. Carpenter finishes beautifully.
So it's 5-3 to the Vics at this point with the New South Wales centre.
And that is still only early days. Mixed open final. Too much on it. And this is what Victoria will want, is force that long feed and hopefully get a few going over that goal line.
Big hands again over it by Pillier.
And you can hear the New South Wales crowd. They're really getting behind their team in the Sky Blue. Trying to cause a turnover, build the pressure. Victoria liking that far side of the court once again. Carpenter just doing well at holding the front space. Hamer just caught behind and drawing the penalty. Gardner just short on a
miss.
second, but has tapped out Hamer to the top to Blackman.
Good support by Blackman there. And again, she's utilising those fakes and change of movement in the circle to move those defenders.
And this is what the likes of a Blackman and a Gardner are really good at as she sinks her second, is showing that it's not always about the speed you actually put on, it's about the smarts that you use with the ball.
So they need to be penetrating down court. VICs, the New South Wales have held them really high in that transition, so we've got to get some depth on that second, third phase ball for us to get the ball to our shooter.
And just forcing that one there. The angle wasn't quite on, and Victoria struggling to get circle edge. An opportunity to get it back for New South Wales, Sky Blue. And then forcing a step on McBurney's there deep though. And I think they look long quite regularly this side. Mid-range shot goes true for Caulfield. That's a crucial one for them. Brings it back to 6 goals to 4 with the centre pass here in New South Wales.
Sorry, Matt, again, what's really nice to see again is the workload both sides are putting up around that second phase transition, really holding both teams up high and making everybody accountable. So we really need to be having someone punch through that guts, basically.
And given that you're going to be taking on the Australian mixed side coming up later this year, are these the sort of instructions you'd be putting out against a big tall shooter like this?
Oh, absolutely. I think the confusion around that transition line is so key. When you're up against a Pilier, the reality is the ball needs to be shut down far earlier than once it hits circle's edge.
And circle edge is absolutely the key that both these sides are knocking a lot too. But this time, finding circle edge and then finding under the post, Carpenter. Victoria back with their centre pass there. 7-5, New South Wales wanting to score once again. We're halfway through this first quarter. Just under that 7.5 minutes to go.
I reckon on that ball there, a Button could have come around the other side just to try and confuse that space again a little bit for the feeder. It is obviously a hard position to be in, but confusing that front position is really key for the VICs.
And the other thing for people to notice is Pilier does like holding the one particular side, and as a lot of tall shooters do, people tend to preference one side. And at the moment, he's really trying to hold to free his right arm. And characteristic of him sinking another one with that little layup under the post. New South Wales pushing them out 7, forcing a long one. Hamer easily rips that one in.
Yes, a long ball there by Gardner. We needed to have a little bit more patience on that. Again, we're talking about that second phase ball. Pilier did a great job on Button on that one.
He just really held Button high. Button got caught in that lean knock back on him, which is a natural thing for a lot of keepers to do against a big unit like this, but you really lose that upward momentum to be able to contest by having all that body weight backwards. Beautifully taken transverse line rather.
Absolutely, and exactly the same thing happened again. Falling back onto Pilier, we've got to confuse that space and make sure that we're going upright. It'd be nice to actually even see Ford come through on the back for a bit of a sweep, just to mix it up a little bit.
Yeah, that little bit of a fly in that setup is crucial. At the moment, she's obviously playing a lot of tight one-on-one against Caulfield, and they're maybe a clear message trying to shut down the feed, but the work's still got to go in to support inside the circle, and here's the opportunity for Victoria. A lot of support, taking up space, big hands over the pass there of Gardner. This time the feed is true.
Good sweep by Gardner on that one though. Really took Nesbitt out of the game and left a one-on-one.
And we're back on centre pass. 9 goals apiece, 5 minutes to go. First quarter, of course, it's grand final action here from Nissan Arena. As the Sky Blue wanting to convert and score off their centre pass here. Bit of hesitation. They will look at going long off this one. Well fended off there. Pilier almost spills it out.
what we're seeing on both sides right at the moment is the goal attack is predominantly taking the centre passes. So both Gardner and Cornfield tend to be taking the centre passes. So looking at it from a coaching aspect, I'd be trying to maybe isolate them.
Isolation, and also if you're coaching one of those attacking players, is trying to get a bit more of your wing attacks to connect that first aspect of it.
Absolutely, I think we've got to have a bit of more variety just to keep moving those defenders and confusing their mindset as to what's coming.
And the patterns so far, despite the confusion, is coming through. 10 goals apiece. We've seen a change in the middle there for Victoria. The Sams have swapped over in the mid. It's Milne off and Dugan on. Loose ball through the court, an interesting bounce pass, but New South Wales finding it, and should I say finding Pillier.
Oh, great. 3 passes into the circle by Victoria. That was just really classy, really nice triangles. Good connections there by Vix.
There's a great comment coming in on the feed at the moment from a Nesbitt. I don't know whether it's brother or husband, but really rates that New South Wales goal defence. Arguably strongest defender in the game. I don't mind that comment.
Yeah, she's very strong.
She's getting great arms over so much of this ball so far. But on that occasion, it is Gardner. Big hands again. A little short on drop in, rims out.
She's very menacing, the old Nesbitt, which is fantastic. And she brings the ball down, you'll see her drive nice and solidly also.
And Gardner wasn't missing many yesterday in the WA match that Victoria managed to get up on to be here in the final as Pillier scores another one. He has been dominant down there. We expect her to start finding her range and shot again. There's a little break call there. India Ford doesn't stop defending though. You can see them now conscious of the double, but the feed a little bit too easy. Mid-range should be good for Caulfield. A little short, possibly because of the defence that had gone on, maybe contact. Ford, big hands over. Pillier does not want it.
No, and that's something that, the Vics need to really hold on to and realise that he doesn't want to put the big long shots up. So keeping him further away from that post, the better it will be for them.
Victoria once again high and wide, wanting that middle connection.
Carpenter's really playing solidly down there, really good holds, making sure he's getting good solid position for out their feeders to get the ball to him.
He's really come a long way in this training period, much stronger on the hold than he was when he first began in our program, which is great to see, becoming a dominant little shooter there. Well, I should say dominant size shooter. And Hamer, beautiful hands. He does well at just keeping the contest a bit interesting, making the feed think about what they're doing.
There's some good contests around the circle at the moment between the mid-quarters, trying to find their positions, O'Brien and Dugan.
There was a really good spin off there from O'Brien to contest that. Probably not a strong enough seal on the edge of the circle, Sam Dugan. Comes from a bit more of a wing defence background and become a centre in the last couple of years.
And let's have a look at the Victorians and how they're trying to position. Loving what New South Wales doing. They're really trying to confuse the space. But Carpenter finds that opening and ball's delivered.
The ball is delivered. There's 40 seconds to go. First quarter, you can hear the crowd starting to get up and about. It is with centre pass, and Victoria will want to convert this one. New South Wales, though, a nice stop between the break. It will be good for them. They get it so far. There's Hamer in behind. Beautiful contest. But it's a long way from home now. Transverse line, nowhere to go. Long outlet, O'Brien. Drags the feet through. Long launch ball, Pillier. Just glides it in. That was a crucial one there for Vic.
There we go. Great intercept. Oh, we needed some patience.
Fortunately for Victoria, there is the contact.
And there you go.
And wisely, Gardner just says, you step back, Carpenter, I will take this shot. She is the better one from range. And drawing the contact from behind McBurney. And they're trying to argue that's where Gardner has not moved. Oh, just falls short though. Possibly thrown off by the hands on the back before. What a first quarter, mixed open action. We're going to rest our voices. It's New South Wales 15, Victoria 13.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
Let me show you how to get it like me, get it like me. Cause the best is what I really might be. Let me show you how to get it. You wanna be like this, you wanna be like this.
Second quarter of the mixed open grand final. It is New South Wales versus Victoria. New South Wales being the dominant side for most of the week, especially with the unit that is Patrick Pillier in there. But Tracy, Victoria are certainly giving New South Wales a run for their money.
Sorry, Matt, my voice is a bit short today. No, definitely. I was just saying here before, I think Victoria have built brilliantly during the week. I watched them early on. Obviously being the Aussie mix coach, have kept my eyes across the number of games playing, and they've certainly built, and it's great to see them actually in here.
And this has been a terrific contest so far. Victoria need to really consolidate all of their centre passes and take advantage of any turnover, because New South Wales have thrown a couple away. And speaking of percentages, Stacey Gardner shooting just slightly off at the moment. You've got a couple of the stats there, Trace, from the first quarter.
I do, Matty. So right at the moment, Gardner's sitting at 50% full from 8, with Jack Carpenter 9 from 10, 90%. So overall, Vic is sitting at 72%. Really need to be nailing those shots in comparison to New South Wales. The volume's really similar. New South Wales in that last quarter only put 17 up, Vic put up 18. But the New South Wales stats are sitting at 88%. So that's where they're winning this game right at the moment. So ball that goes up down that big end really needs to be going through.
And unfortunately, shooters do get crucified if they don't do their job and miss any shots, but you definitely need to keep the percentage high in these sort of matches, especially when you got a target like Patrick Pillier, who even if he misses, is likely to pull down the rebound on sheer height and size as he scores his second of the quarter.
Yes.
And Victoria's centre pass. Through Blackman again.
Gardner goes very wide, obviously trying to drag Nesbitt out to leave it one-on-one with Carpenter.
O'Brien providing a lot of pressure through the court, been tenacious on the outside so far. tough angle. Carpenter just in a T-hole, but not quite clear where he wanted it. Hamer trying to get front position again.
Oh, Hamer
Slides the hand through.
That is what Ben Hamer does really well. I watched him during the week, and he really niggles away at the shooters. And what's really delightful from a coaching aspect, he gets off the body, does get his body around to get those tips.
If you're coaching a shooter against a defender who sits on like that and does have the flying arm, what are you saying to them in terms of positioning?
Oh, well, it's all about making sure that they're either ball side, so we're either looking for that front position and sealing off. We talk about sealing off and getting those legs around and making sure those defenders can't get around. Alternatively, if we're looking for that tight one-on-one in the back where we're looking for a high ball, we're wanting the shooter to actually seal again with a T positioning. So it's really getting between the shoulder blades and securing that space so that the defence can't get up around it.
And the defence has been terrific from this New South Wales side. No goal setting the penalty back. This is an opportunity for Vic to possibly get the turnover. No, Patrick Hillier, his fifth. It's 5 in a row there for the team in sky blue. They've had a clear message to clean up their attack line. Unfortunately, not on that occasion. Victoria have made a couple of changes. We've seen Jess Black come on into the wing attack position in the last minute or so, and at the start of the quarter, the fieriness of that redhead of Ashley Smith. As we see India forward, strong through, Black, one of the remaining members of this side from last year. Great over-the-top contest. Will she keep it in? No. It was terrific there. Nesbitt just really kept the pressure on the Victorians. And sideline throw in here, just jammed up.
Well done by O'Brien. And they've decided to maintain patience as they're bringing the ball down. I tell you what, Button's doing everything he can out that front space. But again, Pillier is just, that
Pillier's Pillier,
yeah,
right?
I was going to say.
He's a unit and he's experienced, even when you're doing everything right as a defender.
Oh, absolutely. Button's doing a good job out there. He went nice and vertical on that one, but just obviously can't get that height.
Victoria now opting for a slightly more moving circle. It's Jared Pentony in the goal shooter bib. Has had a reasonably accurate tournament and manages to just lose his players quite often. Sinks his first, a crucial one for Victoria and for him. 21-14 New South Wales way. It's almost 5 minutes gone in the second quarter. Victoria got a lot of work now to peg this back. It's been a ripper start from the sky blue. Mid-range, expect this in. It sinks. No, the penalty has been called. Pillier.
Oh, there you go. Look at that, Matty.
That's a huge, huge moment that Victoria need to consolidate off. Caulfield looked great on the shot. Pillier did not need to be forcing in there. And a little give and go as we see Sam Milne return to the court in the centre. Yep. The change of the mids again.
And now have a look where the Vics position themselves here. They've taken Black's gone out wide to open it up. Again, as you mentioned, Matty, they've got a nice moving circle to obviously get those New South Wales defenders off their backs.
And it's Hamer obviously so good on a holding body. He has struggled a little bit with finding where Pentony is, which is a wise thing to have that moving shooter then. Now starting to get some appropriate width, the Victorians, to try and open up and let the ball do the movement.
I think it's been a really smart move by David O'Hare to change up that shooting circle just to make those defenders have to think.
Mid-range, overshoots it a little bit there, Pentony. That's a great rip-in Hamer. And O'Brien just throws it to the back of Nesbitt a bit. Little nudge there from Hamer, helping Pentony on his way as he tries to keep it in. Someone's still got to come to the ball. It's one of the things I hate when goalers naturally just want to both sink and they go directly behind the hands.
Yep.
But on that occasion, Stacey Gardner was wise to go wide rather.
I think this is one of the first centre passes Caulfield's come out for. So in the first quarter, Caulfield pretty much got most centre passes. So there is a little bit of a change in their structure for the New South Wales.
That was a good little run on by the Vics. If you're a side trying to peg away here, it's not all going to happen straight away. So build a couple of runs, but New South Wales going to do everything they can to get a stop. They are really grinding through the court. Look at the work that Nesbitt is doing. McBurney this time caught on the body. And O'Brien, sneaky little offside. Similar spot from before. Pentity, little squat and falls short.
Great hold over the ball though. Great lean by Ben.
And that's a recognition of where Pentony shoots it from. He brings it quite low. And look at that squat, it goes deep. It's just gone off his shot now. He's maybe got a little bit of the arms in his mind. It's crucial for him to get back on the shot. And you can see Jeff Black in the background doing that.
There's a big step by Cornfield on that one. Great pressure by the Vics.
O'Brien's got to be careful here. She started tracking a few whistles in a row.
Yes.
What would your message be to her at this point as the pressure is building?
Look, we want the contest, we want the hard one-on-one, but when we're starting to get ourselves too involved and the umpires are identifying us, we've got to get off, give them a little bit of space, but get those big hands over and confuse the space and then block them up.
And I remember an old coach of mine having a saying that umpires actually love to leave wing defences alone if you give them every opportunity to.
Yep.
So do the hard work there not to attract so much whistle. But New South Wales, curious footwork, just a little slip.
Yes.
Not considered a footwork call though.
Okay, I think McCarthy's coming.
And I don't mind this change. Gardner's just gone off slightly, give her a chance to just rest for a moment. McCarthy's had reasonably good tournament, you would say. And just to provide a new injection, keep a little bit of different style and pace. Tracy's going to rest her voice for a minute or so. It's like she was going through puberty again for a moment there. She's got some strepsils here, which is good. But New South Wales, they need to keep building this lead to secure. Dana Button tries to go Hunt, doesn't hedge it quite enough, leaves Pillier under the circle. And that hard work that the Victorians have done for a few in a row has been answered by the New South Wales side. And you can see this work rate has really lifted across the transverse line from New South. India Ford doing the right thing there, just trying to get an arm up and over.
There's a change coming.
And well spotted, a change has come in that keeper position. Daniel Stone coming on. Played plenty against Pillier. We've also seen a change in the goalkeeper position for New South Wales. That's Jacob Garland on there, obviously going that whilst Hamer had great hands over, he was just losing Pentony a little bit. So maybe someone who be a bit more active and try and shut down the circle. As you can see, he gets down to that low on the draws the penalty. McCarthy, her first attempt. You don't want to be giving second chances on someone's first shot.
Oh, definitely.
And Pentony goes true with this one. 26-17. Still New South Wales' way, but Victoria trying to come back to the fly.
Well done.
That's a beautiful keeper Hunt. The eyes had narrowed.
That's that ball that we want New South Wales to see that Hunter and go back into Pillier.
Yeah, shift the keeper and open it up. It's going to open. We know Pillier is not going to come too far away from home, so have a look there. And offside there again from O'Brien.
So it's 9 innings.
And here comes Pentony mid-range offloads. This should be a good shot from McCarthy. It is.
Well done by McCarthy.
Need to get this conversion off the turnover and the centre pass. You've got to try to the 3 in a row where you can. They don't come often against the New South Wales side. Must score off centre pass. getting beautiful hands down there. Again was Garland. Waiting for it to open though. Almost overruns the baseline, the goal line rather. Pentony.
Great hope. Why?
Pentony just edges in. As we just do the sneaky little ball change. First one I'd noticed for the game, so either they've changed it well and efficiently, or it is the first change. Not quite as humid in here today as it has been a couple of other days.
No, definitely.
And Milne was fighting for it. Angelowski just strong. And McBurney's going to have to be careful with that little screen setup he was trying for. A little bit of push through. Smith, though, doing everything she can.
Oh.
Stone just caught on the wrong backside. And here they come. It's the new Victorians once itself. New South Wales, Victoria kicking it back. And Black just stepping in. It's aggressive there. We're going to rest the voice there for a moment of Australian mixed coach Tracy Jeans-Fraser. She's just doing her best for us. She'll have a strep, she'll have a bit of water and take advantage of this long break that's about to come. Pentony just inside. That super shot circle, mid-range, edges out. Looked good initially. But New South Wales and Garland, here they go. Just need some tighter pressure. Need to force this. Is up in the air a long time. Pillier rips it in and he scores. Another one in the bank for New South Wales. 28-19, just 1 minute to go. Is 9 the difference. It's been a huge start to the quarter, huge finish so far for New South Wales. Victoria need to finish strongly. Cross-court ball to the top now. Black. McCarthy not quite on, just waits for it. Now Pentony. Mid-range, it's just edges out again. The shot is just slipping off. It's another opportunity for the Sky Blue. And just getting caught a bit too much on the body. Needs to reset the penalty. Pillier says, no, I won't take it from where that is. And almost overpasses that one, but Pillier true. Here come Victoria once again. Oh, it's a long ball, they've forced it. New South Wales, will there be enough time? I don't think there will be to score another one. As we slowly go up the ball through Garland. And with that, it is half-time here. And the Australian Men's Mixed Netball Championships live from Nissan Arena. New South Wales 29, Victoria 19. We're going to throw to the sponsors for a moment and join us again soon.
So when I was growing up, obviously loved footy. All my brothers played footy. I've got 5 brothers. They all played sport growing up, and we had a little club called Kelmscott Junior Football Club. Played down there all through my juniors. I got my sense of belonging, I guess, and made my friendships. I just love those memories of playing there. Got me where I am today, so it's yeah, it's good to look back on that. Yeah, obviously the Fair Play vouchers is a great initiative. It allows any kids to play sport, gives the opportunity for them to go down to their local club, get that sense of belonging. Obviously there's a lot of kids in different circumstances out there in the community, so this gives the opportunity for any kid to go out and play, which is fantastic.
Let me show you how to get it like me, get it like me, cause the best is what I really might be. Let me show you how to get it. You wanna be like this, you wanna be like this. Want this to last for the rest of our lives. Without you there is no tomorrow.
Thank you to all those wonderful sponsors. We obviously wouldn't have this live stream without them. Very generous to be supporting us here. It is the Australian Men's and Mixed Netball Championships. We're in the halftime break of the Mixed Open Grand Final between New South Wales and Victoria. New South Wales had a ripper start to that and a good finish as well. Victoria just unable to find post. Trace, we gave you a little rest of your voice for a moment there, but I am going to go to you with a little bit about the shooting.
Okay, sorry about this, Matt. As I was saying, my voice is not great. Here we go. It's actually come back a bit. Currently, New South Wales is sitting 29 from 32, whereas the VICs are 19 from 28.
Yeah, it's a clear indication of what's going on there in those shooting circles. Percentage has been key.
Yeah, I think the big thing here is that the VICs are getting the ball, but they're not putting it through, and that's being detrimental to them. So that realistic from volume, they've only had 4 shots less than New South Wales.
And that's the difference between what could potentially actually be a 4-goal margin versus this current 10. Needing a huge quarter here. Victoria peg it away. If they can even bring this back to 5 or so, they've absolutely got a chance to keep it in. 10 would be a huge target to be trying to pull in with Patrick Pillier at 3/4 time.
They've got some changes.
So New South Wales is Sean Gray's come on to the wing attack position. Mitch McBurney has a seat from the middle. We've seen Savannah Angelowski go into the centre, moving from her wing attack position. Similarly, Victoria have also made some changes. Ash Smith's moved into the centre. Sam Milne into the wing attack. Jamie Clark returns into wing defence after having a seat for part of that. Stacey Gardner back in goal attack. Similarly, Jack Carpenter, the big shooter, back on into goal shooter. And there's a nice little start from the Victorians as well, getting their first centre through. Long ball, Gray into Pillier. Letting it go well. I think so. You're trying to get out with your voice, Trace. And we need Victoria here will want to score once again. Just stem the flow that is the Sky Blue River at the moment. Carpenter, whilst drawing the contact, needs to ensure he stays strong on that because they're not always going to come your way. Strong hold, really demand the ball. Falls short. but the obstruction call as well. Little step up his second of the quarter. Goal for goal this quarter so far. And I think I'll take this as a compliment, saying, didn't realise Darren Lockyer was commentating netball.
Yeah.
Obviously, being up here in Queensland, Darren Lockyer, huge person to be thrown in the same realms as. Obviously, a huge Maroons player for many years, and
absolutely
Bronco as well.
Now that was really good movement by VIC there. Second phase ball off the centre pass went really deep and really took O'Brien out of it. So then we had some good swings. Got the defenders really moving, so which is great.
And it's still with centre pass. This is a terrific little battle this quarter. Garland just... It's happened a couple of times where some of these New South Wales passes across have just gone to the back of the body. And that one, not just come to the back of the body for Vic, but well and truly over.
Needed to short that one up.
And the low release, Garland. Almost hands that one off. Pillier, he did one earlier in the week, which I think he actually did hand it across. Not this time.
He's got very long reach.
Very long reach indeed, and huge hands. He makes the ball look like it is honestly a size 5 kids net set go
Nesbitt
ball.
went looking for it. That was great defence by New South. I can tell you this, coming through the rounds, in the first round they hit out, Vic actually beat them, and they actually beat the New South Wales by 19. Round 7, when Pillier came in, it was a 23-point difference to New South Wales. So I think the matchups today have been really solid. Vic are really certainly taking it to them with Pillier out there. 10 points, you can certainly fight back within a half. You just got to break it down for our athletes and let them know it's only 5 intercepts in 30 minutes realistically.
And one of the things that a number of athletes forget about is just sitting in that goal for goal is okay for a long period of time, and that every now and then getting the break is all you need to do. You don't have to do it all at once. No,
chipping away at it's really key. Get that one goal, try and get the next, break their centre pass. There's one, so it's down to 4 centre passes.
Yeah, little targets and breaking it into even the thirds of the quarter. Those little 5-minute tactics. Another breaking call there. New South Wales will want to score and make it 3 in a row. Garland just checking that he's in the right spot. Caulfield, her delivery's been terrific once again. Pillier could turn and shoot from there, doesn't. I'm not going to say that's necessarily a great feed, but it's an effective feed. And
we've got to overload.
Overload, which is...
lovely take by Mill.
I'm surprised more teams don't run overloads at crucial points in time. I really feel, as an attacker myself at times, that when you wing attack, it really gives you a chance to throw a wall out of action. It gives you a chance to really run a clear and clean setup as well that you're most likely to score off. And a huge shove there.
Someone's down.
Clark is down. She took a hit. She's a tough bugger as well.
She's got up. She's like, no, I've got to rest this one for a minute. Button's coming back out.
Now, they haven't replaced the wing defence position.
No.
And this is just silly here, Victoria. Someone put on the wing defence bib, for God's sake.
Well, Blake's looking for it.
Yeah, she's switched onto it. She's gone, anyone put it on. And she's grabbed it. That's some awareness just there. People were just standing there, Black all over it at least.
Blackman's come out there.
Yeah, that was very smart there. Jess Black just going, where is the bib? Let's grab it.
Somebody go on.
And just throwing the opportunity there. Victoria, they had the turnover, didn't have the numbers.
No.
Literally on court.
I think they're those moments that you really need, you can't afford to give away any time in such a final. So we needed to have those bits a little bit more switched on with that injury.
A term that I've certainly used this week is match awareness, and that is one of those moments where some bit more match awareness earlier could have really helped the Vics there. Long ball in once again. Pillier is able to draw it.
Oh, step in.
Dishes, no. Rims it. He can hold it so effectively as well, Patrick Pillier, that it almost balances between a couple of fingers. And again, Gray just able to launch it in.
Casually does that.
And you can see Dana Button doing everything he can against Patrick Pillier, but everything he can is not always good enough. Seeing change here in the goal attack bib for New South Wales. Chrissy Bryson.
It's good to see Chrissy out there.
She played a bit more earlier in the week, certainly when Patrick wasn't here. Maybe hasn't seen as many minutes. People forget she often plays M-League goal attack out the front of her brother Stephen in the mixed competition.
Oh, good hunt.
And good take as well.
Yes. I like that button looking.
Yeah, it was a terrific hunt and it's worth the hunt. And we've seen Stone on in shooter, which is somewhere he has spent plenty of time. He's become much more accurate in his shot and his holds and where to do it. Victoria, they've got to keep trying something. And this becomes the hard moment in some of these matches where you run a couple of changes because you've got to do something different. And it either helps you gain some momentum or you can lose even more, but you have to do something.
Oh, definitely.
And just the contact, all the early break there.
Oh, good work.
Oh, Dana Button, that was well positioned, well attempted, but Patrick Pillier, that's just the two words you need at that point in time, isn't it?
Oh, definitely. I think they need to look at a bit of a split circle in there, just to confuse the space for the mid-quarters. We want to keep going back to the 2-on-1. Realistically, that's probably not as effective as what we want it to be. So maybe even changing up a little bit with the split circle and trying to keep the wing attack and centre off the circle edge might just assist in getting their bodies around onto a high ball potentially.
And that first attempt from Bryce, he just falls slightly short, but it is ripped in. If she is going to miss, it is normally short.
Black's out
her
there.
to fix that.
The quick thinking Black, I call her.
She is quick thinking, absolutely. And they are giving everything out. But I wouldn't mind seeing something like a box set up from these Vics. Have the work done out front. Then you can grind a Bryce still, make her work and get tired. But also get some hands over pressure on the feed. Allows a chance for an India Ford and a Dana Button to have a hunt and a fly at the ball.
That ball has to slow down.
And here, Victoria trying to peg this back. They should with this one. Just checking the location of the penalty stone. And he sinks that one. That is a lovely shot. It is Victoria. This has been their problem though. They've got the two in a row, trying to get the third off their own centre pass. Just needing someone to punch through.
Oh, there it is. Good patience.
And look at that little goal-to-goaler and trying to get the defender off the body as well with the sweep. That's the smart action we want to see in the goal circle. New South Wales starting to go back a lot more on centre pass. This is better pressure from the transverse line.
Yes.
And that is a beautiful goalkeeper hunt. Tracy Jean, Fraser may be losing her voice, but she's not losing the clap on that one. She absolutely applauded Dana Button's attempt. And they're the little victories, even though they're not for long, that you need to take away. Fly out your cause a moment of doubt from the New South Wales team. Craig just rolling his eyes a little bit at that one. He knew it was contact as well. Knew he was probably a little bit lazy. Black wanting to connect. Pocket from Smith. Needs a little bit more on it. Just that touch on the ball. Sometimes just needs a little extra. Oh, footwork that comes off the Gray. Pillier unsure, wants to dish out.
Oh, well done.
And drawing the contact with the turn. That is a good contest. And this shows that even Patrick Pillier can't pull in everything. Victoria want to score. Interesting to do a bounce pass out of defence, but you'll take it if it works. Can there be touch on this ball? Doesn't need to be. Stone layup. Nesbitt almost in position in time to draw a contact. Just slightly late. Stone.
That's come boom.
44-30, 2.5 to go, third quarter. There is some doubt on that feed now to Patrick Pillier. They're not going exactly where the New South Wales team want it to. Victoria, though, still got a lot of work ahead of them. Need some connection. Trying to be patient, trying to get circle edge. Black.
Good patience there by Black.
They're drawing the obstruction.
Good patience.
She can get such a fiery face on. Very steely, and you could see that obstruction just getting annoying. She just wants someone to come front.
The Vics are actually moving the ball much better.
They are. It's just they've got to keep going to post and finding that score.
So they need to break this one.
Break is crucial, but Savannah and Jaloski deliberately slows that centre pass down, I think. Just try and lose a little bit of momentum. Button, what more can he do is giving absolutely everything. Pillier having a huge volume quarter. The cheers in the background are from this home side Qs in reserve mix against Tasmania. I think it's a pretty close game over there.
It looks close over there.
My eyesight's not great. Scoreboard is at a tough angle. Similar time left on the clock. But here on show court, Victoria still got so much work to do, but they are still fighting. New South Wales absolutely no, they need to keep going. Almost too casual on that one, Angelowski. Oh, and normally you say to a defender, go two hands, but that was worth the tap down. Must score here, the Victorians. Someone needs to penetrate. Stone out of it. Gardner just wants a little short. You expect her top. Fake it pocket, no. Stone needed to bring his feet.
He did well there.
That was a great
transition
effort, but Gray is the one with it now. He's going to launch this long, no. 1-2 with Bryce.
Chrissy's got it.
And just short. Just fell out of the action at the last minute there.
A bit more.
But it is able to work for the team in Sky Blue. They want another goal. There's 6 seconds to go. It doesn't rip it in.
He's not happy.
He's not happy about that one. And he's been in a combination in the past for Samoa with Kat Latu.
Yes.
And I can assure you, she would have been ripping into him about that one.
He was not happy there.
She said to him, catch all of these, and he learned to. It's three-quarter time here in the mixed open division. Grand final action, Australian Men's Mixed Netball Championships. New South Wales at 47, Victoria 31. We're going to take a short break.
For the rest of our lives. Without you, there is no tomorrow. Let me show you how to get it like me, get it like me. Cause the best is what I really might be. Let me show you how to get it. You wanna be like this. You wanna be like this.
The teams are coming back out onto court. It's about to be the fourth quarter of the grand final. It's the ultimate match of the mixed open division, New South Wales and Victoria. It was a tough quarter. Tracy Jeans Fraser, what were your thoughts in quarter three?
Well, man, if I have a voice, I'll be right. It was there a minute ago.
The thoughts are there, and the voice was back for a moment, and we'll give it a chance to rest for another moment.
Oh, well done. Okay, I'm back for a minute. Okay.
McBurney returns in the centre.
Chrissy Price is now back at shooter with Pillier off. Right at the moment, what's happening, realistically, it's coming down probably more so to the percentage of shot. Currently, the VIC is sitting at 74%, whereas New South Wales is sitting at 89%.
Yeah, and percentage is absolutely key when you got some targets down either end. And you notice the impact of Daniel Stone in that goal shooter position as well.
Oh,
in that last quarter.
He was actually sensational, 100%. I thought he impacted really well.
He provided a different style of hold and setup, and the combination with Stace Gardner seemed to be working reasonably well. Gardner just slightly off her shot tonight. I did mention earlier she had an absolute ripper against WA yesterday.
Oh, yes.
And Black, so determined in wing attack. Spent last year in the goal circle in this mixed side, mostly. But when she's come on into wing attack, really just providing some drive and impact. It's a big margin. It's not an unassailable target by any means. 15-minute quarters, there's a lot of time, especially with rolling subs. Pentony just short on his. We need that percentage up a little bit if the Vics are going to have any chance of seeing gold. New South Wales, they're starting to get a little bit sidelined.
Oh,
Donna Button saw it, just couldn't quite get that, leaving Bryce at home. And if I'm not mistaken, that is Bryce's first score of the match, now in goal shooter.
Yes.
We're seeing Sean Gray in goal attack. Spent much of his junior career in goals in the Sky Blue. Been part of a number of 23 sides in particular for them. And Victoria just needing to get it through. Smith in the centre now. Got McCarthy back on in shooter.
She sweeps.
Just wanting them to maybe give that ball direct to the guts.
Yes, I'd agree with you there, Matty. He not overhands on Heyman.
You're not necessarily holding it. Playing into Hamer's hands a little bit. It was a superb attempt, Ben Hamer.
Yes, when you've got someone like Hamer.
And yeah, those arms, we saw it before where the change of him and Pentony, it worked for a bit. Brycey, she's just off her shot a little bit today. Not something I always say about her. If India forward wanting connection, comes through Sam Dugan, long. That's good when you're going through the middle and got someone punching through. Got to give that ball to McCarthy. Let her find range instead of going over the top.
We've got to be direct.
Little short ball, it's going to be on. Doesn't see it. McCarthy was just getting ready to pop. Almost 4 minutes in.
Oh, he's come out. It's got to be direct, yes.
And this is netball when you've got two shorts, is really working that direct or change direction. Just offloads McCarthy not confident on that one to go to shot. I've seen her shoot all week and you'd expect her to sink him. That's great chase, but just taps out. Victoria just can't find the connections they've had in that mid-court, but that's what you love to see. A goal shooter get a touch on the ball. Results in turnover with Smith ending up on a black, wanting someone to open front. Circle edge needs to be there. This time though, puts it down. McCarthy, I'd like to see just turn and shoot. But that's not bad either if you go low. Low game can work. Make no mistake, shorter goalers can do the trick, providing something different. Vic's first of the fourth quarter. New South Wales just trying to find that feed themselves. Gray dishes and then spins, and quick little offload Bryce. Finds Gray. Now out to an 18-goal margin. Victoria need to bring this back. They need to lift that percentage. That's what I want to see.
Nice shot by McCarthy.
Yeah, McCarthy can shoot those. Brooke McCarthy. Terrific effort there. And still some huge noise on the other court. Both sets of teams, very passionate supporters. Of course, the VICs having teams in all the grand finals except for that reserve mix, which they didn't enter. So, a bit more sparse in crowd. Patience here from New South Wales. Wanting circle edge, not coming. McBurney comes on top of traffic. Angelowski just might be slowing a little bit, but still being so smart there. Bryce this time absolutely nails it. And here, Victoria Gardner just trying to indicate the angles wanted. McCarthy mid-range, steps it to the side. Curious position, ends up working out, comes through Pentony. Gray just little inside pivot. Angelowski just so patient at the moment. And Bryce still offering a decent target.
This combination works really well down for New South Wales.
Yeah, when you've got a tall target like Christina Bryce and you've got someone who can move and play with smarts that Gray can. Hamer! Hasn't flown a lot. That's one of the beautiful ones. And when he has, how good. We have mentioned his name a lot.
Vision. Great vision.
And just using the ball to move. Christina Bryce. Terrific little goal line turn. New South Wales really going through for the jugular now, trying to convert here. Want to finish Gray. Half sweep. Mid-range.
Oh, what a roll.
Just off. Vic, look at that pressure still coming from New South Wales.
Yeah, they're still there.
This is the intensity you want from any side, regardless whether up or not. It's still a fight. You can see Victoria are still fighting for it. They just don't seem to have the answers at the moment. Angelowski. Oh, sorry, O'Brien.
Yes, it was O'Brien.
I got my brunettes confused for a moment there. O'Brien, we haven't necessarily used her name in a little bit, but she has been so solid in the wing defence position.
That was a good delivery to Bryce. Now I would roll on that.
Would you go for a front roll or a back roll?
Back, I would actually go for the back roll.
Bit of the Jeeva-esque
Yes.
roll on that one.
I would definitely, I think Bryce could offer that.
54, 34 this time. Ben Hamer unable. Oh, and what a fly there. Also Nesbitt.
She's confident out there today.
And trying to keep it in, seeing Ben Hamer, not realising, hang on a minute, he's well and truly still out of court. McCarthy Good kick to the top. The angle is there for Pentony. This one sinks. Lovely shot there. Victoria still trying to fight. New South Wales keeping intensity. Angeleski just being strong. Yeah. Bryce may be the tall one out there, but using her size for the screen.
Oh, it was a great screen. Great screen.
And just seen it called as an injury time there, which means a chance to just swap up a couple of players at once rather than roll sub-sub. And I think in this case, Smith, it's just leg also struggling a bit. Say that name again, Angeleski.
Went wide. They went wide. Got to get on the inside of the player.
Also seeing a change in the middle for New South Wales. Ethan James on with a little man bun there. Absolute unit from Newcastle, if I'm not mistaken. There is a lot of noise going on. So much noise in the background for Victoria, and just miscommunication. Pentony, for some reason, didn't clear out on that. He was the one with the eyes. Oh, look at these young fellas from New South Wales getting up and about as well, yelling out defence. They're trying to get their mixed open to get another turnover. Hamer up over it, long reach, not effective on that occasion. Not something I've said often though. And spare a thought for Jordan Bedingfield on the bench for New South Wales. Injured her knee earlier in the tournament, and has been the absolute staple of this mixed open side for New South Wales for years, and has been in a number of Australian mixed open sides as well. So my shout out to you, Geordie. She's one tough bugger though. So very proud of the fact that she didn't go down screaming with the knee. New South Wales, I know she'd love to be out there, just having an impact.
Oh, yes, definitely.
As a leader of that side. Victoria, though, they're still trying to fight back. 3.5 minutes to go. Wanting to sink a few more, just falls short again. It's that strong box out from Emily Nesbitt. Really has had a great game. The combination of her and Hamer, terrific. And Bryce gets the high one, quick pocket, but Milne is there. And Gray.
See, that's where I reckon Bryce can roll. Oh, well done.
And Gray wants that offload on that. He can shoot it from there, but he's smart enough to also be seeing that offload. Pentony.
More changes happening.
Yeah, to roll in Carpenter into shooter, and I'm guessing McCarthy out to goal attack, because I think it might be a little bit scary to see Jack Carpenter running out of goal attack. And just see if they can finish off.
Good vision to the circle by Gray.
And Bryce wants to finish this one after a lovely little backspace move.
That was great.
Milne trying to punch through and create something. Gardner just patient. Oh, the miscommunication for a moment with Black. And it's not something you would have said often about the Gardner-Black combination, although this time it's Black at wing defence. Stone, well done in keeper. Rips it in. And Ford, she's played big minutes. And that's a nice little passage of play. There, it's been applauded there by Trace. It was just well dropped, it was well flighted. And the turns when they needed to be. Bryce, the outside circle, Gray, goal line. A little nudge, I think. But he also should have pulled that in. At this level, sometimes you've got to take the nudge. India forward just giving him a little tap on the back as well. And that's a great thing. It's the respect these sides still have for each other. They've had tough weeks, they're big weeks. Many two-game days for this mixed open division. Jack Carpenter just scoring once again. 58-38, a minute and a half to go. You just want a strong finish regardless. Side Hamer, how fitting. How fitting for him to get another set of hands on the ball. He has had a rip, and look at the smile on his face. He cannot wipe it off. He's quite often a happy player, but he knows what's happened, and he is happy about it. He is thrilled. New South Wales has still got to finish off this quarter. 1 minute to go. Angelowski.
Oh, of course. Shows off goal, Chris Bryce.
A rare moment where she's spun too far. McCarthy sideline. Little pop. And let's give a shout out to Stacey Gardner. She's been up breastfeeding this week.
Oh, really?
As well. A couple of times a night, some of those nights. And what a ripper tournament she's had. Can only think about, one, how tired that's making you, let alone the energy it's draining from you. And New South Wales, though, they are having a ripper. They're going to try and work it down cross court a couple of times. The sky blue side, they've been good all week. They found their rhythm at the right time and just going to waste enough time for there to be one more shot. 5 seconds on the clock. Gray sinks it. A lovely shot too. Nothing but net. That is the hooter here on show court. Mixed open grand final. New South Wales. What a match by them. When it came down to it, it was the percentage on the board from the goal-in ends that really, really punished Victoria, but New South Wales so good. 59 goals is a great, great effort from an attacking lineup. 38 from Vic. Tracy, I know your voice has struggled, but
Thank you.
what a game. Thank you for your comments. I know some people on the feed were trying to listen as much as they can. There was great insight by you, and what exciting things looking forward with your selections that are coming with this mixed open for Australia. And I'm sure that the training camp will be an exciting one with all the players coming through. Look at these sides, what a terrific effort they're in. Arms around each other and just giving each other a nice pat on the back. New South Wales though, look, they're happy and they deserve to be. Victoria getting a cheer from the sideline, well deserved. But New South Wales, they're going to head over to their bench in a moment to get cheers. And we'll be going to finish up our coverage of this match in just a moment, but let's make sure we finish with some messages.